Okay, let's get started here. Put my bowl up there. What do I need? I need 350 water. Oh, come on, it's 349. Now it's 351. It's close enough. It'll work. It'll work. Give me 10 salt. This is sea salt. You can use kosher salt. It'll work also. Just don't use regular table salt with iodine. That does not work out as well. Let's swish it around and dissolve most of the salt, if not all of it. Let's clear it. And look at here. We got some happy starter. Started down here. It's way up there. We need 50. Or some very close proximity of it. Where did my spatula go? Here it is. Oh, you can hear all those bubbles. Watch, it'll probably be floating. That is 43. That's 52. Close enough. Sometimes you're not always precisely exact, although I do like to be that way, but it doesn't work out that way sometimes. All right. Let me get the flour and we'll be right back. Okay, I have my flour. Let me grab my whisk. And let's break up this starter. Get off of there. See? That's probably that extra gram I lost there. Now I need 350 and flour. That's 357. There are 350 exactly. Okay, I was exact this time. Let me put this over here. And I will grab my stirring utensil for bringing this together. Spatula here and try to get all of it off the sides if we can. Because we're not going to do a whole lot to this just yet because we're making sourdough. We're going to let it do its own thing. We're going to cover it up and we'll be back in an hour for our first fold. See you in an hour. Okay, it's time to do our fold. Let's see here. What do we have? Get some extra light, although it's not much. See, it doesn't look too too appealing at the moment, but it's going to tighten up. As we go around, it's starting to tighten up. Look at that. It's forming a ball already. Just a few turns. You just keep going around and fold it over, and then we'll turn it over to the other side. And we'll be back in an hour to do our second turn. Oh, I forgot. We have to cover it up. Now we'll be back. Okay, it's time to do another fold here. Split our hands. Oh, it's getting nice and stretchy. Look at that. Just like sourdough's supposed to be. Nice and stretchy. Just tightening up as I go around, getting that nice shiny glossy look. Okay, that's number 2. We'll be back in another hour for number 3. Okay, we are back. Let's move the camera over a little bit, see where we're at. Gotta get our hands wet. Get in here. Ooh, look at that. It is stretching up something fierce. It's tightening up. It is almost time to put this in a banneton and let it go. Let it proof, and then we'll be able to bake it. Because it is almost ready. We'll be back in a little while. Let me rinse my hands off. Our last fold that we're going to do, we'll do in another hour, and then we'll flour it and put it in a banneton and let it proof, and then it'll be ready to pop in the oven. So see you in another hour. Okay, it's been another hour here. Let's move our stuff around. Put the lid over there. Let me get my hands wet. Get this. I think I'm just going to coil fold it a couple of times here. Okay, let me slide this over here. Get my special flour here. This is flour to prevent the sticking to the banneton. It's called rice flour. Okay. Set that there for now. Let me wash my hands real quick. Look at that. Jiggly, but when it proofs, it won't be so jiggly. Be full of air. Make them nice bubbles that we all like in our sourdough bread. Let's wrap it up, and we'll let it proof, and then we'll be back to throw it in the oven and bake it. Okay, we'll see you. I'm going to toss this in the refrigerator and let it proof slowly. But we'll be back later on when I get ready to bake it. Okay, we're going to get prepped up here. Now, if you let your dough proof longer, you won't have to do this. I have already used this paper before. But if you let your dough proof up longer, you heat your Dutch oven first and take it out while it's hot. If your dough is not all the way proofed, you put your Dutch oven in cold. So let's see what we got here. It's trying to stick. Not what I wanted it to do. Let's see if we can get it off of here. Come on, release. It's just about released. That's the problem with wet doughs. If you don't have them floured adequately enough, they will stick. Just like that. See, it did stick to my bowl. I should have taken it out a little earlier, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Just watch and see. Now, I'm going to move this over here. Get this up here. Let me get the razor blade out of the drawer of many things. Everybody's got one of these, don't they? Some people call it junk drawers. Some people call it magic drawers. Let's put us a cut across here, if we can. Should have went with a little bit lower hydration. I don't know if I can get a weed on here this time. Let's see if we can get one on this side. I don't think so. It's a little bit wet. So we're going to slide this over. And we're going to put it in our bowl. Or not our bowl, but our Dutch oven. And grab an extra ice cube or two. To give it some additional steam. Just drop it in these little secret pockets on the side. And as they melt, you're going to give it that oomph to make it jump up and do its thing. So where's the lid? I'm going to put the lid on it and turn around here and put it in the oven. That way, as it heats up, it will do its thing and rise up. So we'll be back shortly. I just thought about it. Since the dough's stuck, maybe I should show you how to clean your Benetton. Get you a toothbrush that you've saved and you flour it quite well. And then you come in here and you brush out anything that has stuck. Because if this dough dries in there, it won't be pretty, and you don't want to get these things wet because they have a tendency to swell up and come apart. So we're going to brush out all the dough that got stuck in there. You see there's a little bit of moisture soaked in there, but that's going to be fine. Let's get a little bit more flour here. Let's dump this out. We'll be back. Well, that's pretty good. Just a little bit more here. The flour is absorbing that little bit of moisture that's in there. Looks pretty good. And we come back along and we dust it with flour. And we come back and rub that flour into the little seams here. And it helps it to become non-stick again. Providing that you don't make a very wet sourdough and put in it. Okay, that part's done. Tap out some of the excess. And there we go. Now I got to clean up my mess. Put that over there to be cleaned up. Put that back up. And brush that off into the sink so we can clean it up. Okay, we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, it's that time. Let me get this out of the oven here. Ooh, look at that. I told you it was going to pop up there and be nice. Now we've got to fish it out without burning ourselves. So you grab the paper like that and set it off to the side. And you grab your pot, set it over to the other side, and you slide it off. Wow, hot, hot. Well, that one didn't turn out too pretty, but we'll cut it open in a little while and see what the inside looks like. Made one of those high hydration sourdoughs, but we'll see in a little while. Well, let's see what it came out to be like. How do I want to cut this? I'll just cut it right down the center and see. Let's see. Woo, look at that. Nice. Let me give you a slice off of there. I think I need a sharper knife. It's nice and crunchy. Look at that. That looks nice. Where is my butter? My knife over here. get some butter. We'll give it the butter test. Nothing like good old butter. Butter on bread. Butter on toast. This is good. Good stuff. Next time I think I'll go a little bit lower hydration. That way it'll stay tighter and we can decorate it up better.